Hello all. So in this video it's going to be about my Grand Arena attack phase in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for Thursday the 22nd. I know this video is going to come out a little late, but it was a little late on actually recording. I recorded it from my phone, so I have the recording pulled up and I will be pausing it, going through what I did wrong, what things could have been changed. So without further ado, let's get rolling. So the first few minutes will be reviewing the opponent's roster and my roster, and some things I would have been very concerned about. So right away, he has a Master Kenobi, Master Luke. Those are very hard legends for me to beat. There was also Malgus, which would have also been painful. And as we saw in his fleet arena that he had an Executor, that would have also been painful, and I probably would have not have won. I actually did manage to do a 2-shot on that using Negotiator and Finalizer. One Datacron that was going to be scary was this one, with all of the armor penetration that they had, and they applied it to his SLKR. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you my roster of what I was working with. So at the top, I have all the Battle for Naboo characters bookmarked because I want to get those ones worked up. But I got 2 Legends, Rey and SLKR. Mostly a lot of the new characters I have cleared up until they got all the way to the characters which I needed for all my other teams. Ships, I'm wanting to work on a Executor myself. Mostly not good. My Talzin Kron is good. I got the Wampa, which is also pretty good. So they managed to go ahead and just one-shot all my defenses. A lot of times people got hung up on the Sith triple Omnicron, and also sometimes a lot of with the Captain Reds and the Phoenix. The only reason why I have Sabine in there is because Chopper is not a good leader, and they just one-shot the Maleficent Homeland. So on their top wall they got Ewoks, Gervius, and leftover First Order units. And then top wall SLKR and GOs with the armor penetration. So I just go ahead and bring in my standard First Order team to go ahead and counter his GL, since I don't have many off meta counters like some other people do. And I just go ahead and use my First Order Crown, which is pretty good. Able to take out most of the team, I believe, in one hit. I'm sorry, the microphone is just very loose on the stand, so I have to hold it. So I went ahead and just did the AoE first. Did decent damage. So this battle gave me no problem. So I'll just go ahead and let that play out. I was surprised that they put First Order Executor in this lineup. Normally we don't see that unless if it's a Datacron. It's specific to that unit. Talon Unmasked unfortunately died, but we were able to get rid of him with a nice 70 banners. So, Geos. Normally Vader can solo, if they aren't relics, I'll just bring in Vader. Palpatine. Looking for, I believe, I can throw in Revan, Second Sister, and Malak is generally what I use when I'm using Vader. I know we're breaking into many teams. Palpatine could have done Mara Jade, Palpatine lead, Mara Jade, Vader. But I don't have Starkiller, so I did not do that. But nevertheless, Vader still got me the win with very little trouble. Normally the Geobrew Alpha does have high tenacity, so getting ability blocks and damage over time is very hard. Malak just goes ahead and finishes it off. Vader is just very easy. Surprised I did not get the first attack, so I lost 10 banners because of that. So on their back wall, we had a Qui Gon and Night Sisters. In the Qui Gon battle, I did make a mistake of using bounty hunters when I should have probably used the Inquisitors first round. That would have gotten me that win. Instead, I thought to rid of bounty hunter and get rid of Jolie Bindu and Bastila, but Mace Windu very much caused us some complications. Same with her, then lucky with her stuns. Instantly trying to go ahead and get Grief Tark out of the way. That stun on Mando and Django was not good. If Qui-Gon did not have his Omicron, or would have been Dawn. Hela, why did I say her? So, and they just totally kept on just healing up Bastila, just taking out Django with one hit. Same with Mace Windu there, so this battle was actually a losing one when it first started, so I should have just gone with Grand Inquisitor and called it good. Or I should have just backed out right now instead of letting the battle play out, seeing if I could recover anything and try to get a contract for Mando, so I could get rid of Qui-Gon, but that didn't happen because Bosk did not keep his taunt up long enough to protect. Halo just getting all those stuns. I could do a full in-depth roster review of my squad, my team, but May's just taking out Mando, so at this point this was just a losing battle. So I should have just backed out, but luckily they do have that forfeit option now. So then this is when I was just like, let me see if my Gear 10 Grand Inquisitor would do anything. And they actually did get me the win. So just go ahead and do the recommended team. So instantly having foresight on them was bad for the opening play, but we got the blind out, burning. Go ahead and get the torture, get rid of Qui-Gon. We're going for Jolie. He tried to revive, but I believe the Qui-Gon Omicron stops him from being revived. So we just go ahead and work on Jolie and get him out of the way. Mace Windu has his stats of Purge, so I went ahead and used Grand Inquisitor's basic ability over on him. Night Sister taking just a bit of a beating. All that foresight's not good. Let's do some ability, try to get ability blots over on Vassalon. Ayla failed on Vassala because she did not have any purge. So overall, Inquisitors, I should have done that first round. Trying to reclaim any lost banners on Night Sister. I was also short on time when doing the initial Grand Arena play. So I was thinking what team I could use a Wampa somewhere up there. Nine Sisters gave me some trouble, so I tried using Revan, Kenobi, Ahsoka, Shati, and Cam on it, and I believe I did get Daka out. So I went ahead and I was actually trying to not get the taunt because I knew Asajj would have up dispelled. And I'm also trying to get rid of Marin as soon as possible because she is an annoyance. So it's just a lot of hoping things will work in this battle. Zombie just kept getting away. Revan was tried to mark Marin as much as possible, but even then that was just trying to keep the tenacity going up on Kenobi because Shati, if it's a galactic group of tank, increases the tenacity for them. But they just kept getting full health, and so I tried to counter out to get more damage. The Datacron does inflict ability block on Galactic Republic if they're using it. So Marin is out, but Daka got the heal on her. And so Talzin's almost on, but then again, Zombie kept getting in the way, so I couldn't go after her. So eventually just all this plague just took my team apart. So I'll just let the battle play out for you. Mara should have probably backed out, so anyways, that was a losing one. Let's go to fast forward. So I then was double checking that gas here. Yeah, he's like a tier 9, tier 10. No, yeah. So it's an edge tier 8. You know, gas hour stops the revive, so I was gonna hopefully get him to at least get Daka out, or maybe even Marin at best. I managed to actually did get Daka out. But same issue with the last one, they just kept on healings because of all the plague. I forget if that's in Talzin's or Marin's kit that allows them to heal because of the plague. So Red's triggers the sacrifice. Gas also gets back up in time, but not enough time to save 5s. I believe Red's had an aerial advantage coming up, so I needed that taunt off off zombies soon. So he got stunned. Archer burned down. Luckily, Echo had his buff dispel ready, and then we were able to aerial advantage and dot her out. And she's not able to revive because of gas, but that still did not win me the battle. I need to work up on some characters, but I'm focusing on Grand Inquisitor, getting him up, and the other Inquisitors to level 7 so we can get Reva. So far we only have one person in our guild that's able to do Reva. Then I went ahead and tried Commando Luke and see what that gives me. Hard to speak about him. I know standard would be the 3PO with Chewbacca, but to share Commando Luke stats around. So right ahead, Sarge getting the stun at Chewbacca, which was not good. I go ahead and throw Commander Luke out in the open and just hope that this team will get something done. But I'm just lacking damage in this. I think this battle dropped me 4 battles, and then I was just like, no, I need to go ahead and see if I can clear the top pole. So I did not win this one because of this team alone. So they just, they did nothing. So I went ahead and I think I tried Aiden. I was also debating about using Cere because my Aiden's not that great. Most of my Imperial Troopers are low tier. So the apparently were just still preloaded, so they nullified the ability to go out first. All these stuns that Ayla did, Asajj did, was really destroying my team. Failed to get the death mark on that trooper to hopefully get more damage out. I wanted more of a death mark on Marin to get her out, because death mark can't be revived. Luckily we had to adapt or die short trooper, so he came back. But unfortunately that's not gonna save him, because I think they're just gonna go ahead and just blitz him down, even if I had taunt up on this, but they just lost it. Lost 2 of my characters, so I just left because I was not gonna win that, so I went ahead and went up to the top. I believe we're going to throw, what did I throw at this? Yeah, I threw Cere at this team. So I went ahead and did Mara Jade was not going to be much help without Palpatine. Okay, I don't have Master Kenobi, so that's the only reason why I'm using her in this lineup. So we got a few shots and staggers out. I The only thing I can pass that to is your Junda. Not that it will actually do much help with Cat to reduce or insta-kill. Clear out that foresight with Hal's AoE attack. Talzin took Ewok Elder and the other Ewok. So we took care of this team, no problem. General Grievous, I believe I was hoping my First Order would take care of these. They did not, so I went ahead and threw my one tank run on there. Well, one of my two tank runs, but this one was made for full dart sides. So we went and got out, gave some more turn meter. Failed to get these done on Magna Guard. B2 was going to cause a whole lot of annoyance if there was going to be target lock, so I wanted to get him out of the way. I'm also always concerned about George just destroying the team with his charge, but at this point, Grievous started steamrolling with all the target lock, so I just backed out. I believe then I tried Padme. That did me nothing. Tried to use Jolie there to revive Blow, Jedi Anakin, and Yoda. But I believe Grievous went ahead and blitzed Jolie down as soon as possible. We just took care of Yoda. I did not get turn meter from Plo Koon, so this one was just also a lost cause. So I believe then I decided to throw Rage Attorney away, Scavenger, some leftover resistance, and hope I could get something out. So this just overall was not an ideal team composition, but I went ahead and threw on my light side tank. And also, this team did nothing. Yeah, Grievous just took down the team. So yeah, they just lost, so I went back out and nope. And then I went ahead and just threw Rey at the First Order, because I also wanted to test out Ben Solo that I did unlock with this Proven Grounds time to like Gear 9 and very little issues. I forgot Ben Solo does not allow me to have data grounds, so I went ahead and put Lifeblood over there to Ben, so he receives reduced damage. Rostito was like one of the last few resistance members that I had. So this one was no problem. I could have used Rey for the Night Sisters and clean that up, but I wanted to make sure I had enough to clear the front wall, at least the top side, and hope that there was not going to be an executor on the top wall, because I knew I was not going to get through that easily. So then in this one, I just was debating, do I throw Wampa at Grievous or Wampa at Night Sisters? I just went ahead, took my Wampa, took his Datacron, and just used it in Gervius. I probably should have done this first try. So on this dude crown, every time he does damage over time out there, he's getting protection up, so he's surviving. And also on critical hits, he also attacks again. So this dude crown storm will be a pretty good one. I can go ahead and probably show you that some other time. So B1 trying to keep Grievous alive. The mark on Charlica was not ideal for me, but B2 was gone because of damage over time. So we just kept getting the stats of damage over time on Charlica. We kept getting protection over time. So we honestly were just able to survive with all the protection up we were getting. Though at this point, I believe I just threw it on auto basic and just took down B1. Just a lot of basic attacking. 38 banners. Not ideal, but considering what I was working with. And then this is where all hopes fell down because he said it. But luckily there was only 2 reinforcements. So I went ahead and burned a negotiator. And I was at least hoping for a negotiator 2-shot. So it's actually not very common to be seeing Boba Fett in the starting lineup, but normally it's a Xanadu. So I wanted to get Boba Fett out because one of his abilities, I believe it's seismic toss. I wanted to get him out because of that. But Boss was also being in the way with the taunt and the nasty, so I brought Plo Koon to go ahead and heal up Houndstooth. And also throw the taunt back up. And then they bring out IG's ship. Lands the stun, not ideal. And so I went ahead and just kneeling OVT selected the tank. Normally select boss, but the offense up, and the stun was not going to go well together, so they already hit contract. I brought out Tano to get around the buff immunity. Both barely alive. Luckily, with the hits from IG, Anakin to take a turn and get rid of that. So now I'm trying to get rid of IG 200, but the heal came in nice timing for them, not so much for me. I wasn't actually able to manage to get the special off. Still no Death Star, but this is where it kind of fell apart. Just kept losing team after team. I almost took down, I did take it down, but due to the bounty hunter's resolve, he was able to survive. So brought out Fies to hit the target lock. Got another bombing run off. I believe that took down Xanadu and IG. No, and the protection over time just ruined it, but we still took them down. Well, at least Xanadu. So this was actually a relatively easy cleanup. It was looking like it should have actually been going for. people saving Mando. But this was actually in cleanup and in the stinking era. So I just went ahead and used Finalizer to go ahead and clean up these editor. So I just went ahead to the ability block on it. If I want to get rid of that, I should have actually probably used that over on the hunts too, so I want to go and turn me to, but that didn't matter. Tyler took care of it. The dynasty stopping us from landing stuns. The mark on the English good, but I believe we do lose him here later. No, I actually don't lose him. So that was actually relatively easy cleaned up. First time I actually managed to be in his editor, and Holdo a little bit easier. I think I just brought in my Holdo. The battle did not go exactly according to plan, since my competence is not that decent, but it's able to do its job. Burned out. Come instantly all these poses out. Get rid of their tank. Foresight stopping me from doing that, so I should have held off, but did not. I wanted to get Ray down because that's where most of the damage was coming from. So I went down, then I went down resistance because I couldn't get Karth. Luckily we got dodged there, so we didn't lose it right away. I probably should have gotten rid of the enemy's Holdo before they brought out the resistance, but I did not. So then Poe took down Zori. So I've been knocked one down. I went ahead and called Ray for the assist, and I managed to jump Holdo trying to save Poe, but ultimately loses to Poe. And I believe I just went ahead and checked back on what I could have done on Talzin. What I have left over, I basically had nothing to get through that. They were all just low tier characters with incomplete teams. So that's where I went ahead and called it quits. Final score 1042 for me, and our opponent, Mr. Gage, 1,345 points. So overall, not bad. There was a few mistakes with Tridon. I should have just gone ahead and used Grand Inquisitor right away. Wampa I should have used on Gervius, and hopefully then I would have had more teams to potentially get rid of Talzin. Could rather just use the ray. But, so that was my opponent. So I will then record the next Grand Arena and probably do the same format for this. Thank you all for watching this. Hope you enjoyed this review of 8/22/2024 Grand Arena Phase 1.